America teeters on the brink of a crypto revolution or a regulatory reckoning. The Clarity Act, a 300-page blueprint to tame digital assets, carve up oversight between SEC and CFTC, and unleash blockchain's potentials, hangs in limbo, debated in whispers and shouts, amended in shadows, postponed amid fierce backlash. It's a bill that promises clarity but delivers only ambiguity. One truth cuts through, though. The crypto world post-Clarity Act is unrecognizable. If you're a small business owner, juggling payroll and payments, or an investor eyeing the next big yield, this isn't a distant policy. It's your ledger, your liquidity, your legacy on the line. So what's the allure of clarity? In its boldest vision, the Clarity Act is crypto's coming-of-age story. It slashes the regulatory fog that's choked innovation for years, drawing a sharp divide. SEC for security-like tokens, and the Commodity Futures Trade Commission for commodity spots on mature chains. No more lawsuits as lazy lawmaking. Instead, safeguards for stablecoins, exemptions for DeFi developers, and a regulation crypto escape hatch to keep U.S. talent stateside. The Act establishes joint SEC and CFTC rules for portfolio margining, clarifies tokenized securities as their underlying asset, and mandates disclosure to curb fraud while fostering mature blockchains. It shields software creators from overreach, preserves self-custody, and positions America as the epicenter of digital finance, potentially unlocking trillions in institutional inflows. For small businesses, this means blockchain payments without the boogeyman of sudden SEC scrutiny. Investors, confident allocation in a liquid, transparent market. At Numeratus, we've built our accounting arsenal for exactly this moment, guiding clients through tokenized tools on firm ground, turning ambiguity into advantage. Let's dive into the abyss of ambiguity. Visions shatter against reality's jagged edges. The Clarity Act's path is a minefield of conflict, where promises meet peril in a haze of uncertainty. So what's the turmoil? Just days ago, on January 15, 2026, the Senate Banking Committee abruptly postponed its markup after Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong yanked support, branding the draft a bad bill that imposes DeFi KYC burdens, bans stablecoin yields, locks tokenized equities, and demands sweeping user data access, potentially draining $6.6 trillion from bank deposits to crypto platforms. The industry fractures deepen. Ripple's CEO urges passage for clarity over chaos, while Andreessen Horowitz and Coin Center push for DeFi protections via amendments like the BRCA. Banks lobby furiously against rewards, fearing a deposit exodus. Ex-SEC Chief Accountant Lynn Turner warns of the next FTX risks, from weak disclosures. State regulators decry eroded authority. And with the midterms looming, the bill could evaporate or warp into a Frankenstein, favoring banks over innovators. This ambiguity isn't abstract. It's a vortex sucking in small businesses caught in compliance crossroads, investors paralyzed by yield bans, and the entire ecosystem teetering on regulatory roulette. So amid this storm of what-ifs, where do you stand? So what are the implications for small business owners? For small business owners, the Clarity Act isn't Washington Walkery. It's a double-edged sword slicing into your operations. Stablecoin payments could slash fees, accelerate settlements, and nix chargebacks. But yield bans might hike costs, turning efficiency into expense. So now let's talk about tokenized financing. Assets like real estate or invoices on-chain for quick capital, or a de facto ban, locking you out of blockchain's edge. This brings about compliance chaos. Clearer classifications ease reporting, but new digital commodity exchanges and dealers could bury you in audits and disclosures, especially if DeFi ties triggers to KYC nightmares. Now let's talk about tax turbulence. Token status dictates cost basis, methods, and IRS scrutiny, core to Numeratus' expertise in multi-chain reconciliation. Boldly put, this act could catapult your business into a frictionless future or drown it in rules so ambiguous, survival demands a guide. What about the implications for investors? Investors, clarity could summon the bulls, deeper liquidity from big players, CFTC spot oversight for fair markets, and a framework analysts dub massively bullish. Yet ambiguity bites back. Yield prohibitions gut stablecoin strategies. DeFi restrictions curb access. Tokenized blocks stifle diversification, amplifying volatility in an already uncertain era. Markets thrive on boldness, but ambiguity breeds hesitation. We're in crypto's foggiest hour, where fortunes hinge on the unknown. And this brings us to the unavoidable horizon. Thesis of promise clashes with the antithesis of ambiguity, birthing synthesis, a future where crypto isn't elective, but essential. Regulation arrives, form uncertain, but its force inevitable. Those who navigate the haze thrive. Laggards fade into irrelevance. Numeratus was forged in this forge. For small business owners, digital pioneers, and bold investors, we cut through the fog with precision accounting, regulatory oversight, compliance blueprints, and proactive tax mastery. Whether reconciling chains and audit storms, fortifying against enforcement waves, crafting resilient crypto portfolios, we're battle-tested, delivering daily for clients in the trenches. Allow me to paint the future. Envision this ambiguous dawn breaking. Your shop settles global payments in regulated stablecoins. Fast, fee-free, but yield-capped to appease banks. Your books weave blockchain receipts seamlessly. Auto-compliance amid shifting rules. Your portfolio holds tokenized assets, not as bands, but bridges, real estate, art, equities, all on-chain, if amendments prevail. Your tax advisor? Not guessing, but guiding, because at Numeratus, we've penned the playbook for crypto's bold, lurid tomorrow, a world where financial sovereignty dances with oversight, secure, innovative, yours to seize or lose in limbo. My friends, tension isn't torment, it's transformation. Thesis sparks hope, antithesis breeds doubt, and synthesis demands action. If crypto's ambiguity stirs unease, audits looming, yields vanishing, opportunities slipping, embrace it as your cue. Stop drifting into this dialectic. Start synthesizing success with Numeratus. Head to numeratus.us, secure your consultation, or join our community. Dive into crypto's depths with experts who turn tension into triumph. Clarity awaits, not from the act, but from the action.